Hello everyone, a very pleasant day to you. Nigeria and UAE to sign comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Chief of Defense Staff vows to root out all threats to national security. NAFDAC alerts Nigerians over illegal infant formula amid Nestlé global recall. A very good day to you and welcome to First News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usoro. Now the news in details. Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, are set to sign a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, CEPA, during a scheduled bilateral meeting between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the UAE, on the sidelines of the ongoing Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week in Abu Dhabi. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, disclosed this while briefing journalists in Abu Dhabi, explaining that the agreement would formalize ongoing economic engagements, boost investor confidence, and offer mutual protection for businesses operating in both countries. According to Tugar, the CEPA is a critical deliverable of President Tinubu's participation in the Sustainability Summit, noting that several UAE investors had been eager for the agreement to be concluded to guarantee the safety and predictability of their investment in Nigeria. He explained that beyond attracting UAE investment into Nigeria, the agreement would also safeguard Nigerian interests abroad, particularly in Dubai, where many Nigerians run businesses and factories. The minister described Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week as a strategic platform that sits between global climate conferences such as the recent COP and helps participating countries move from declarations to implementation. Away from that story, the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, has said that the Ministry of Defense under the present administration is prioritizing the expansion of indigenous defense production to ensure sustainable long-term security capabilities. He said the ongoing policy and legislative reforms are revitalizing local defense industries, encouraging private sector participation, creating jobs and deepening local content while reducing dependence on foreign supplies. Speaking at the opening of the National Symposium/Lecture Series organized in commemoration of the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day in Abuja, the minister noted that Nigeria was harnessing the expertise of skilled professionals at home and abroad to strengthen defense innovation and capacity building. He said locally manufactured defense platforms now reflected the growing strength of Nigeria's defense industrial base and its contribution to regional security and economic growth. The minister said improved training of special forces and stronger collaboration with regional and international partners had enhanced intelligence sharing and operational effectiveness against transnational threats. In another development, the Chief of Defense Staff, CDS General Olufemi Oluyede, has assured that Nigerian armed forces will root out all threats to national security, both local and trans-border. In a goodwill message on the occasion of the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day on Monday, the CDS vowed that the military shall give no quarter, no mortgage, the cradle of our national heritage and security at any time. He expressed profound appreciation to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his steadfast leadership, strategic guidance, and unwavering support to the military. He assured the President of the Armed Forces' enduring commitment to defending Nigerians' democratic values while maintaining peace and security. We now move on to Rivers State. The Rivers State government has ordered a full-scale investigation into alleged extortion at the Rivers State College of Nursing Sciences, describing the reported practices as regrettable and unacceptable. The state government expressed concern over allegations of illegal levies imposed on students, including payments of project topic approvals, sale of examination questions and marking schemes, as well as other unauthorized charges. Commissioner for Health, Dr. Adezi Chidima Ore, who lamented the development, reiterated the government's zero tolerance of corruption in all its forms. According to her, the Ministry of Health received complaints of extortion involving a specific department of the college, noting that the allegations were taken seriously. Away from that story, we now move on to Edo State. The Edo State government has postponed resumption of all public and private schools in Edo Central Senatorial District for the second-term academic section. The postponement followed last week's violent protest in Ekpoma, a Southwest local government area, over incessant kidnappings in the locality. Several persons were injured in the protest, and the palace of the traditional ruler of Ekpoma vandalized. Some shops were looted and commercial activities grounded in Ekpoma. A statement by Edo Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Iyamu, said the school resumption postponement was still further noticed. She disclosed that the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, as well as relevant security agencies, have been fully briefed on the matter. Ore further announced that the ministry has constituted an independent investigative panel to thoroughly probe the allegations. Away from that story, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has disclosed that it is proposing a primary control strategy aimed at preventing newly admitted university students from being initiated into drug use. The Niger State commander of the NDLEA, Shehu Nomwa Gwadabaya, made this known while speaking with guidance in Mina during a public lecture themed Building Responsible Student Leadership, Combating Drug, Tawdry, Hate Speech, and Campus Disunity through Positive Value and Mentorship. The event was organized by the Students' Wing of the Coalition of Northern Groups, SWCNG, Niger State Chapter, at the College of Education, Mina, over the weekend. Commander Gwadabawa, who was represented by the Area Commander, NDLEA, Mina Municipal Special Operations Base, Amisu Mohammed, raised concerns over the increasing level of students' involvement in drug use across university campuses, noting that the proposed strategy would go a long way in deterring drug abuse. He explained that the NDLEA regularly conducts raids on campuses of the Federal University of Technology, FUT, Mina, adding that if 10 persons were arrested, 8 of them would be university students. He further disclosed that university students were at one time involved in drug dealing, stating that the command took decisive action by arresting and prosecuting a 200-level student. Moving on, the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has warned Nigerians against the sale and use of unregistered SMA infant formula products amid a global recall of Nestlé infant formula products that has affected 60 countries worldwide. In a public alert issued on its website and signed by its management, NAFDAC said that although Nigeria is not affected by the recall, any SMA infant formula sold without approved NAFDAC registration number is illegal in the Nigerian market. The agency said the only SMA infant formula products duly registered in Nigeria are SMA Gold 1 with NAFDAC registration number B12783, SMA Gold 2 with registration number B12780, and SMA Gold 3 with registration number B12781. It said any SMA infant formula found in circulation without these numbers should be considered illegal. NAFDAC explained that the global recall announced by Nestlé involved specific batches of SMA infant formula and follow-on formula due to the possible presence of cereulide in a toxin linked to foodborne illness. Moving on, the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has recorded no fewer than 127 million National Identification Number NIN as of December 2025. The figure was confirmed by the Commission spokesman, Dr. Kayode Adegoke, in response to inquiries at the latest enrollment data. He noted that updated nationwide statistics will soon be published on the NIMC website. Dr. Adegoke encouraged Nigerians to make use of the Commission's digital platforms for new registration, data corrections, and other NIN-related services. Data available on the NIMC website as of October 31, 2025 show that 123.9 million Nigerians had been enrolled at the time, with Lagos State leading the country's enrollment figures at 13.1 million. The top 10 states are Lagos with 13.1 million, Kano with 11.5 million, Kaduna with 7.3 million, Ogun with 5.1 million, Oyo with 4.7 million, and Katsina with a total of 4.2 million. We now move on to the foreign scene. Somalia says it has cancelled all agreements with the United Arab Emirates due to evidence the Gulf estate is engaged in undermining Somalia's sovereignty, national unity, and political independence. The rift is reportedly due to the UAE's tacit support for Israel's recognition of the breakaway region of Somaliland as an independent state. Abu Dhabi built and controls a deep-water port and military base in the Somaliland city of Berbera. Saudi Arabia has also accused the UAE of helping a Yemeni separatists flee to Abu Dhabi through the port of Berbera, something Mogadishu described as an alleged unauthorized use of Somalia's national airspace and airports. Mogadishu said the cancellation applies to all federal agencies, related agencies, and regional administrations. That includes bilateral security and defense agreements and all agreements and cooperation in the ports of Berbera, Basso, Bosaso, and Kismayo. We now move on to sports. The Nigerian Super Eagles are set to implement a closed-door training policy as they prepare for their highly anticipated African Cup of Nations AFCON 2025 semi-final clash against host nation Morocco. The squad, fresh from their 2-0 quarter-final victory over Algeria, arrived in Rabat on Monday evening and will be based at the Rehab Hotel. Their initial training section, scheduled for 6 p.m. local time Monday night, will take place at the state-of-the-art complex Mohammed V. The decision to train behind closed doors underscored the team's focus and desire to fine-tune their strategy away from public scrutiny. Under the guidance of manager Eric Chill, the Super Eagles were meticulously preparing for what promises to be a challenging encounter against the Atlas Lions. The crucial semi-final match is slated for Wednesday at the Prince Moulay Hassan Stadium in Rabat, with kickoff at 9 p.m. That's all on the news this hour. I am Becky Usoro from I and the entire team in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.